Good morning. Hello out there, and welcome to the Heavy Montes Morning Show. Happy Monday morning. Monday. You know what I'm saying? Another maggot Monday. Not America. I just want to talk a little bit about the Republican Party and what they have to offer the American people. Now, the Republican Party has nothing to offer but hate and division. You understand? Their leader, a convict. You understand? A Republican Party that's on strike, that's hiding. You understand? Now, we want to talk about the Republican Party and what they're doing to the American people. The Republican Party told everybody that they were going to make America great again. America's not great. The Republican Party lied to the farmer. The Republican Party lied to the poor. The Republican Party lied to everybody, and their whole entire operation is based on a lie. Now, in America, the Republican Party is actively out there trying to destroy your country, huh? Beating up your citizens, attacking women with masks on, America. And the President of the United States, and you see in Project 2025, get a copy of Project 2025 and read it because the President and Fox News and all the right wing people told you that they weren't going to use Project 2025, but they're using it now. And we're all against it. It's a high rating. Excuse me, in polls. Nobody likes that Project 2025 except the white men and the billionaires who want to control our bodies. Not in America. You know, we have to take this opportunity to correct what's going on in our country. That means that every U.S. citizen out there is responsible. Even if you're a maggot, you see what I'm saying? You know what's going on now. You have no excuse. You see what I'm trying to tell you? If you read what's in Project 2025, and if that's the country you want, you see what I'm trying to tell you? You can move to Russia and get that. You can move to Hungary. You can get that. Huh? But in the USA, we are free. You understand what I'm trying to tell you? You see, now I was talking to all of you so-called white people out there, especially you white women. You know, the ones who took and said you're religious. You're in a freaking cult. You see what I'm saying? You're in a cult. And I told everybody the Father Divine story. Father Divine was a famous black minister. They gave him houses, mansions, and everything, just like Donald Trump. You see what I'm trying to say? Just like those uh, maggot preachers out there, you know, got 5 or 6 airplanes for your ass style, telling you to wait on Jesus, and not the Jesus who you think is, not the white Jesus. They tell you to wait on the white Jesus. That's what they tell you, in the Republican Party, and you do it. You know, the maggot women did it. You know what I'm trying to say? They put that over everything. You know what I'm saying? You know, a political party said they want to hunt you down like a dog and bring back the fugitive slave trade, you know, and arrest you and put you in jail. And Donald Trump said, if you have an abortion in America, women, there will be some pain. You have to pay, like going to freaking jail. Some places are saying they want to take and put a woman to death. You understand? If she leaves the state, you know, and refuse to die and not seek a medical help. You see, so America, I want to say something. You know, it's a little hot here this morning. I'm under the lights. I want to say to you, America, that you know this is the reason why Republicans, you know, racist hate black people because they strip away the rights, the civil rights from black people. They strip away the civil rights from everyone. You know that pig Charlie Kirk? He said that the Civil Rights Act was the worst thing that ever happened to America. Huh? And he said, and the baseline for these races is black people. The baseline is the slave, former uh, former slaves. Huh? They're saying, huh, that these former slaves and blacks don't have the rights to be Americans. That's what they're saying. Huh? They're saying that black people aren't even men, human beings. You understand what I'm saying? Because they're defined white. You know what I'm saying? Now I'm gonna go into this a little bit more, but I will talk a little bit more about black people. Black people, huh, paved the way for the rights of all. There would be no civil rights if it wasn't for Dr. Martin Luther King. Women, you'd be sitting in the back of the church still. Huh? If you're disabled, you wouldn't get a job. You know, you see what I'm trying to tell you? You know, if you were, you know, Spanish, any other color. Without civil rights, you're nothing. And that's the reason why they want to take away the civil rights. And that's the reason why they just try to destroy the black race. But a little too late. Huh? The black race can't be destroyed anymore. You know, we just moving and grooving. And like I told you, I've had several white people tell me this. True friends, close friends, so-called white people. They said that the black race is moving too damn fast, moving too damn fast against slavery, through slavery, moving too damn fast for Jim Crow. Living through Jim Crow, huh? Moving too fast by being prosecuted by your own federal government and having your leaders assassinated. This is what the government has done for black people. You see what I'm saying? But the Constitution stands, and black people know it. Huh? And we stand behind the Constitution, you see, and we're going to thrive as a race and go keep on going up. You see what I'm trying to tell you? But take away the blackness. And just say, are people trying hard, trying to get out and put stuff behind us? You see what I'm saying, America? Now, and that's everybody, the poor, you know. Like I said, we're all black Americans in America because they're treating every American citizen like they would treat a slave. They're treating all American citizens, regardless of their color, okay, like they don't have a right, huh, to life. That the only person that have a right to life is the billionaires. So all you so-called white people out there, you're really black people. Hmm? Because if they take away the civil rights, they take away all of your freaking rights. And they say, no civil rights. It's like enjoying a nice cup of coffee, it's real hot. You take a little sip of it. You see what I'm trying to say? You take a little sip of the coffee, you don't burn yourself, you know. But the Trump people took a sip of hatred and racism and said they're going to destroy their country because some black people, they say, is getting ahead of them. That 10% of the country is taking their space. That the Hispanics who pick the vegetables and keep the farmers alive are bad people. Everything that Donald Trump and the Republicans told you, America, was a freaking lie. You see what I'm saying? Based on lies. Now, this is Heavy Monte out here today, and this is a pedophile edition. America, over the last 10 days, 10, 11 prominent Republicans, some of them ministers, have been exposed as pedophiles. It is a pedophile party. They believe in that shit. That's the reason why they don't put Donald Trump out, because that's what they do. You see what I'm trying to tell you? Now, come on now. Okay. You know your neighbor is a pedophile. Okay? And you got the proof on them. And you can turn them into the cops because you got pictures and videos and shit, seeing them doing things. Kids going in and out of the freaking house. And you call a cop and you bust his ass. That's the same thing with Donald Trump. The evidence is clear. Huh? 28 women said the man raped them. Is that not enough for you? Huh? Huh? He had to pay all that money in the civil court, for raping that lady. In the apartment store, they say. Huh? He had to take it. He said he grabbed women by their private parts. That is immoral America. That is the devil sitting on the throne. All he has is hate and destruction for the American people. And so what we need to do, America, we need to vote him out. You understand? They have us living in fear, but we're not. They should be the ones who should be afraid. Huh? Those congressmen and out there who are supporting Donald Trump, who making $178,000 a year, should be afraid. Be afraid of unemployment. You see what I'm saying? And Donald Trump should be afraid of going to jail because that's where he's going. And a bunch of people are going to jail with Donald Trump because they have committed crimes against the American people. Huh? Crime against God. You see what I'm saying? You live in a world and in a country where you saw the Republican Party tear up the Capitol. A woman got shot. You saw that, huh? You saw, Donald Trump standing in front of everybody and saying to them, "We're going down to the Capitol. Okay, I'll be right with you." And he was planning on going too, but they stopped him. You know what I'm saying, from going there. And they tried to kill every U.S. senator and congressman, including the Republicans. And the Republican Party has no spine. They only have an agenda of hate, huh? An agenda to make America great again, by giving all of our money to the billionaires and those poor people down in the South and those farmers. I feel bad for you. I feel bad that you listen to that shit. I feel bad that you losing your farm. I feel bad that you don't realize you've been taken, playing for a freaking fool. Okay, and I want everybody to please subscribe to the Heavy Monte YouTube channel. We have reached our 500 subscriber goal. We're going for 1,000. Okay, we're going for 1,000. We've been out here for 5 months. Okay, and you can understand that our platform is great. You know, because we tell the truth around here. Now in America, you know, I want you to do your homework. This is the Heavy Montes, registration drive. We want everybody to register as a Democrat. Get that filthy Republican name off of you. You see what I'm saying? Because if somebody said you're a Republican, you might be a pedophile. Hmm? Somebody say you're maggot, you might be a pedophile. You don't want nobody even think that shit about you. You don't want nobody even think that you hang around with nasty people like Donald Trump. Huh? Donald Trump is the scum of the earth, the lowest form of humanity by his own actions, not by my words. Huh? By his own actions. You have to be able to spot evil, and time is running out for America. You understand? Let me tell you something. America really screwed up when they elected Donald Trump. Who are you going to sell your shit to? You think China going to still buy soybeans? You think the world is going to be dealing with a country that they can't trust? Huh? You know, can't trust. America stands alone right now in America, and we need to get the Democratic Party back in there to try to put this thing back together, and never vote for a Republican again. Don't do it because they're awful, awful people. You see them in your neighborhood. Yeah, you see them. You pass by them. And you don't, and you wonder to yourself, why would anybody support somebody like Trump? Here's here to tell you, they are Trump. Now I'll get back to Father Divine. I told you that Father Divine, this minister, you know, he got all kind of stuff. He got vehicles, people give him mansions, and Jim Jones, the cult leader, went to him. I told you, and asked Father Divine what's going on. Father Divine said, "You tell them you are God, the reincarnation of Jesus." You believe that shit? And he did. And the people believed Jim Jones. And they drank the Kool-Aid and they all died. Huh? And that's what happened to you with Trump. Huh? You believed the cult leader. You drink the maggot Kool-Aid and you're going to die. A lot of you in these poor states. You know what I'm trying to tell you? You're going to die. Because you ain't going to have health care. You see what I'm saying? I told you that Heavy's missing 3 teeth. Hmm? And $2,500 of teeth and all the work cost me about $12,000. And my wife, bridge fell in her mouth. That's another 12. That's $24,000 we got to pay. You see what I'm saying? We got to have teeth. You see what I'm trying to tell you? Living on retirement. Ain't nobody rich around here. Just like everybody else. You see what I'm saying? We're all on the same boat. We're not rich. You know what I'm saying? I want you to imagine a family right now that don't have food in America. A family that don't have health care in America. Children starving in America. Huh? Children being deported and beaten of all races. And most of the people that are suffering are white, so-called white people that voted for Trump. You see, you fooled these people. So these people are angry. These maggots are angry. They are a threat to Donald Trump and the Republican Party. I'm telling you right now. You see what I'm trying to say? They're a threat. And if I was Donald Trump and the Republican Party, I wouldn't be worrying about maggots. I mean, about Democrats. We don't hurt nobody. We don't be going out buying no guns and telling our children to destroy the government or hurt Donald Trump. That's their shit. That's the shit Charlie Kirk do. That's the stuff Donald Trump do. That's the stuff that these U.S. senators do. That's the stuff that Joni Ertz do. Hey, and all them. They don't care if you die. You're going to die. Huh? We are going to balance this budget and we're going to give all the money to the billionaires and you ain't going to do nothing about it because you're servants. You understand? You're lower than black people, white people. Huh? So-called white people. Huh? You're ignorant. Huh? We got you to church. And that's what they're thinking about you right now. And they have these senators, and they're saying that the influencers, the podcasters, they saying they're not going with Trump. After selling you this load of shit, they're telling you that they're no longer with Trump. Joe Rogan, no coming back for him. Why are you listening to him? Huh? He said to you that Trump was cool and said that Walsh, he didn't like Joe Walsh because Joe Walsh lied about his combat record or some shit when Donald Trump lied to the American people about being a freaking Russian spy. Donald Trump lied to the American people about raping people, they say. Donald Trump lying to the American people saying he's a pedophile. The only goddamn reason why Joe Rogan and those influencers and all those racist bastards supported Donald Trump because they said he was white when he was a golden baby. They didn't want a black woman as president because the black people are moving too damn fast. They don't want to reward the black women for all the work they did. Huh? They hate black people, the Republican Party. And you're a damn liar. And that's you. And when they hate black people, they're talking about you too. Because you're poor, because they consider you black and not a human being. That's right. You know, they consider you fuel for a forest fire, wood that burns. Huh? Money, $5 at a time, little small towns, they put them together. Huh? They got everybody out there telling you that you're superior. Huh? And people don't come to your small town. That's businesses too. No business want to come to a small town where there's risks and they're gonna hurt people. The billionaires, you see what they said, right? They said, okay, the billionaires said, we need to be able to hire the immigrants, to keep our business going. But they don't want the farmer to hire the immigrant, okay, to pick his vegetables. You see? The billionaires get everything. Huh? They molest our children. Okay? One of them, they say. Huh? They say that Donald Trump and the Republicans got a pedophile ring. You understand? And so Donald Trump has told these people that he's God, just like Father Divine said. And they believe it. You understand? They're building statues of this man. Huh? Even after he did all this stuff to these people, you know, he did those voters wrong. Yeah? He did those people arrested. He did them like dogs. So if you still licking his ass, then there's no hope for you. Huh? There's no hope for somebody who followed the devil. You understand? And that's who he is. Okay? He's an antichrist. You understand? Adolf Hitler. That's who he is. Okay, and that Republican Party is the Nazi Party. They're doing everything just like Nazis. To the point, they tell you they're Nazis. Huh? Ray Kutzfield, look at from Fox News. They run media. They call us Nazis. We're Nazis. We're taking on that shit. On the murder of the Jewish people. Huh? And people all over the world. They slaughtered in Poland. You understand? You know? Yeah, just like they did the blacks. Slaughter. Huh? Slaughter the blacks. Huh? But the American people cannot have any kind of empathy for black people. You don't have to. We don't fucking need it. You understand? You need it because your president is trying to kill you. They've been trying to kill black people from the beginning of time. Since the time they brought us over here on that goddamn boat. You know what I'm saying? And telling people we angry, and we're upset. No, we're trying to make it. Ain't a goddamn thing we can do about the past, America, slavery. Huh? All we can do is go forward and live the best life that we can in a racist country. Now, Senator Scott from South Carolina, and Uncle Tom, and a piece of shit, in Heavy Monte's, opinion. That son of a bitch came on TV and said that America is not a racist country. Well, America is being ran by a racist document, Project 2025 right now. That's a fucking racist document, Tim Scott. Say something. Yeah, Uncle Tom's scared. You know what I'm saying? You're afraid. An embarrassment to your freaking race. You understand? Brian Donald, same thing. You see what I'm saying? Clarence Thomas, same thing. You see what I'm saying? These are not black people. These are white people. The so-called white people. The so-called white people, for the war, huh? To keep people slaves. The so-called white people are fighting a war right now to keep all the Americans slaves, and give the money to the billionaires. That's right. We are black people, huh? All of us. Everybody there. All you women that's being beaten up, and can't get care. You're black. All of you people in the United States, man, that are voting for these Republicans, look in the mirror. You're really black. Hmm? Not a color, but how they treat your ass. You understand? They kill your children. Huh? You know what I'm saying? Got your children going out shooting up damn high schools and shooting up churches and shit. Young white men out there lost. Huh? Because you're black. You see? You're taking over the black spot. You know what I'm saying? And black people, we ain't going back to this shit. Hispanics, we ain't going back to this shit. So you 75% of whoever white people who doing this shit need to fucking knock it off. Knock it off. Mm-hmm. And go out and tell everybody we made a mistake and we got to get rid of Donald Trump. Got to impeach that bastard. Now, listen to me, America. Donald Trump, okay, and the Republican Party is up to something. And what they're up to, America, is a dictatorship. Donald Trump is testing the uh, government. Donald Trump is a traitor. Project 25 is a treasonous document that should be used in court to lock these people up. You see what I'm saying? So all you got to do right now is give us the power of the Democratic Party, and we'll take care of these people. Because see, they have written a new book. They have given the presidents a lot of power, and they can never say anything but weaponizing DOJ. We need the DOJ to be just what it is today. Huh? We need it to go out and take and deal with the Republicans. See how the fuck they like it. Huh? They're going to jail. I'm telling you right now. Because everything that Donald Trump touched turned to shit. This is the Heavy Monte Morning Show. Have a great day, America. And never forget that you're black. You're not white. So okay, claim it. Claim it. Let them know you're black. Let them know you're suffering. You know what I'm saying? So-called white people out there. Okay. Have a great day, America. And don't be ashamed to be a black man. Just like Heavy Monte. It's a good day. Have a great day. And please subscribe to the Heavy Monte YouTube channel. And remember, every morning we're here. Have a great day, America. Love your country. And Donald Trump, let's get rid of that motherfucker. Impeach him and all the Republicans. Never, ever vote for a Republican. And please subscribe. We need 1,000 subscribers. Have a great day. Have a great morning.